Okay, so this wasn't planned, so it's going to seem a little bit erratic, but I'm doing my meal prep now. Over here, you can see I have what I would do for my healthy fats throughout the week, which is just some almonds. I like these, they're roasted. I hear that if they're roasted that you can avoid the arsenic, so we're going to try that out. I like the sea salt because you always need sodium for muscle contractions and things like that. These are going to be for my supplements and vitamins. These are going to be for my vitamins throughout the week, like in the morning with my breakfast. I'll show you what that looks like later. I have rice going over here, just a large amount for the week. I'll portion that out later. That's going to be my carb source. I like basmati. And then in here, I just have chicken going. It's trimmed, and then I just get the great value kind from Walmart because it's the best, I think, for the money. I just have salt and pepper on there. I trimmed the fat off. It's at 425 for 35 minutes. I'm probably going to pull that out here pretty soon. So this is kind of in the middle of things, but we're going to update as I go what it looks like. This is one of the steps. I still have a lot of stuff to do, so we'll come back to it in a minute. Okay, a word on supplements. I don't get too complicated with it. There are people that believe that you have to have the whole pharmacy in your kitchen or something. That's not necessary at all. I just take a scoop of this pre and post, a half a scoop each of this pre and post, and then depending on the day, I'll have a scoop of each one of these depending on what day it is. So, for example, Radiate's great because it's a thermogenic, so if you're on a cut or something, it's perfect because it helps you burn fat, it ups your heart rate a little bit. You will sweat a lot on this, but it does work very well. Good for hitting PRs on this one. This one's great because it's just a pump stack. It's good if you have issues with caffeine or stimulants. There's hardly anything in this really. I mean, you can see the profile. This is just for a pump. You don't need, this is not going to, get you shaky or anything like that. This is really good if you're really sensitive to stuff like I am. So I would take this on like an arm day, or if I was just going light or something like that, or if it's late at night, this would be good, something like that. This is a good medium between the two, where it gives pretty good energy, but also a pretty good pump. So like this is good for like, a shoulder day or something, not like something really heavy, but good if it's like midday. I wouldn't take this at night though. It does have a lot of caffeine in it. So these just depends on the day. This is every day. Again, I only do like half a scoop of this and half a scoop of this pre and post. It's just glutamine and creatine, and I use the off-brand because the unflavored plain version is perfectly fine. You don't need to spend $100 on creatine. I think that's a waste of money. Just spend it on chicken. That's gonna go in here. So here I have all my fats for the day. For the almonds, each of these is 30 grams and this is 90, so I get 5 total servings, each 30 grams by weight of almonds. That's about 15 grams of fat per meal, not including my breakfast. So this is going to be 5 meals right here. And then I have my breakfast that I get fat from the eggs. And then here you're going to have your pre is right here. I take an animal pack with my pre, and then post is going to be down here. So I'm going to fill all these up. That way, when I get up in the morning, I can just grab and go. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to, carry my supplements with me in my gym bag, take up a lot of room. It's really easy to do it like this. And you don't have to get this fancy with it. These are kind of expensive, but if you have the money, go for it. But if not, just use like a Ziploc bag or something like that. You don't have to do it like this. I do it like this because this is what works for me, and I had the extra cash to blow on this type of stuff. So if you want to just get it done and prep your stuff ahead of time, you can use a Ziploc bag or something like that. So, and the rice is done, so I'm gonna tend to that. It's done. These are all the subs and everything. Everything is organized. You can see I have, sorry, I'm trying not to wake people up. I have an animal pack in there. I have the pre right there and post. Now remember, the pre has half a scoop of creatine, half a scoop of glutamine, a scoop of BCAAs, and a pre of choice for the day. And then this is the same minus the pre. And then I have the nuts there. And these are for all the different days, Monday through Sunday. So it's a week's worth. Save some room. I'll just screw these on top, and then I'll put them in a little shelf thing that I have over there. And this way I can just grab and go. I don't have to do anything. And this is how the frittata turned out. Pretty good. It's going to be 6 pieces. It's going to be great. I'll portion that out for breakfast. And then this is going to be my vegetables for the week. Definitely way better than microwaved vegetables. I recommend getting the bags of greens like collard greens or spinach or whatever you like, kale, and sauteing it. I put some caramelized onions in there that of course I did by myself, and it tastes way better than microwave vegetables. It keeps way better, and it looks a lot better too. So that's going to go in with the meals with the chicken and rice, because you need the fiber to be able to digest all that, so you definitely need this in there. So next up is portioning. Making my breakfast. Now for my breakfast, to get my protein in, instead of having like a dozen eggs or something, I have a frittata, 4 ounces of chicken, 3/4 of a cup to a cup of oats depending on the day, and I mix in cinnamon and blueberries with the oats. But as far as the frittata goes, that's something I don't see a lot of people doing. It's a good way to get the eggs in without being so monotonous. So how I do it is you get a pan, you get one of these. I prefer parchment paper. It's dirt cheap compared to foil. Trust me, don't do foil. Besides, it sticks to that. It never sticks to this. So this is like a 9x13. Yeah, 9x13. Just press it in, get the shape right, boom, it's done. Okay? Let's see here. We can use a little of this. This will be okay. Usually use olive oil, but this will be fine. Okay. I have 18 eggs in here, 3 a day for 6 days. We're gonna cut this into 6 pieces over there. I tried to do 7, it didn't work out, so we're only doing 6. And here I have an onion, organic, tomato, don't know if that's organic. I'm gonna mix in some spinach, some parsley, I have salt and pepper I'll throw in there, and some chili powder, and maybe something else, I don't know. But I just throw all this together, I'll whisk it up, and then I'll show you the end product when it's out of the oven.